with our series, but the warm up is most important. So start off with a little bit of step touch. Notice that we're balancing from one foot to the other, allowing for yourself to feel firmly into the ground, pushing off and stepping back into crossover. I'm going to add a little bit of arm movement here just to loosen up. These are combo exercises, meaning that we're going to incorporate many different body parts. And we will also get that active rest, which is really important in power training, so that we can recover before we move quickly again. Power training is athletic skills, dynamic, quick movements. We can do it at any age. It's most important that we just practice. We do what we can. We keep our form good. And then we always make sure to recover actively between each set. Right, stand nice and tall. Reach up really long through the legs and then squat down nice and deeply here. We're going to do about 10 of these. We're going to just readjust the feet. Knees are out nice and wide. This is called a sumo squat. We've done it before, and we'll perform it here again. So 3, 2, and 1. Hold down nice and low. Place your hands here. Little rotation, important in our power training. We do quite a bit of rotation as well as thrusting, hip hinging, back pulling, all of the different movement patterns that we use in both the sagittal, forward and backward plane, the transverse, which is here, the rotational plane, and then the lateral plane here, which is called the frontal plane. So we'll go into that here, moving side to side. Gauging into that inner thigh stretch, push away from that foot that you are pressing into the floor, getting a little inversion of the foot. And then as you go out, you'll feel the foot slightly evert, which means it goes slightly out. And then as we come in, invert. And as we push away, it goes evert to invert. Yeah. So you'll get that feel because that's really important, this lateral push off in our power training. Let's do a few hip rotations. Come back to parallel stance, about hip distance apart. Move the hip around. Try to find your balance. Just play with this a little bit, see where you're at. And kind of quickly moving that leg, and then at the end, controlling it. So a lot of what we do in power is move quickly, and then as we change direction, we control the movement, decelerate it, and then explode in the opposite direction. It's all really good too for us as we get into our movement patterns, progressing into being a bit more dynamic. It also is great fall prevention, keeps us from tripping over our own feet. Instead, we catch ourselves with our own feet. All right, good. Okay, a little bit of movement here to shake it out, get that lymphatic system moving. Everything is reaching through, shaking the arms, maybe a little bit of bouncing here, up and down, just letting ourselves feel nice and strong. Ooh. Then we'll go ahead here, tap it out. A couple of high knee drives, just loosening up those hips, pushing down into each foot firmly. Exploding up through that knee drive allows us to feel really stable in that standing leg. So feel that oppositional force quite well. All right, 3 combos today, 3 sequences. We're going to perform them 2 times, and we will have a nice rest and recovery in between. So let's get started. First one is going to be a hinge and a press. So to do it dynamically, we add a little bit of speed. So I recommend a medium-sized weight to even maybe a light weight if you're just starting off in this sort of athletic training. So a dumbbell push press, I'm going to start off with the upper body first, and then we'll do the lower body second. But because this is power training, we end up using all parts of our body. So in the push press, there's a little bounce here, and then we thrust up. We come down, and we thrust up. So I want you to feel real dynamic and pushing through the floor and lifting up through the arms. Get that strength from the ground that you're forcing your body away from as you push your arms overhead. 3 more, up. 2 more, up. 1 more, up. Notice the breath too. Nice and dynamic using that exhalation. Up next is going to be a hinge and a swing. So I'm going to drop one dumbbell down, grab a hold of this so that it is vertical. So got some space to pass through. You hinge and you swing. Yeah, so I want to lean out over. Notice how flat you get that spine. Stays nice and straight. You want to really stick your butt back. Push it back and forward. Power it up. So it's really dynamic in that force. Ground force all the way through into the hips. 3, 2, and 1. Great work. Okay, so that little sequence there, the heart rate comes up, but we want to let the heart rate come down. In power training, it's about that quick exertion, but it's also about the recovery. So up next now is just going to be a plank hollow hold. So I'm just going to take the body here and hold ourselves up in space. Nice and easily and strong. Arms could be back. If that's too much for you, you want to be here. So upwards facing plank in that hollow hold, or it can come to a dead bug. Push your hands against your thighs and then your thighs back into your hands. Okay, so I'm going to hold here. Maybe 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and relax. Take a moment here to breathe and restore. Okay, before we perform our second set, take a minute here. Just establish back into what's really important is our hip mobility and also hip control. So we go into, it's called the world's greatest stretch. We start in a runner's lunge, and then we slowly take the same arm as a leg that's forward, reach it up, and gaze up. Then we'll take that arm and bring it down, a little bit of rotation, and tap the elbow. Now, if it becomes a little bit too much, just put the knee on the ground, come forward, reach up, maybe even just your hand taps down to the floor. Reach up and then tap down. Or full expression and rotate and lift and rotate. Yeah, one more. So in our time here where we're down regulating from the power, we're also encouraging ourselves to get some range of motion, also establishing the mobility with tension control. So again, that inside arm will tap down, twist up, gaze up, look up, breathe, inhale, and then exhale and twist. Again, the knee can be down and the hand could be what comes down to the floor. Couple more here. Pick which works for you. Hopefully you're doing the same on both sides as far as what variation. Great work. All right. We're ready to go back into it again. This time we'll go for a little bit longer. We'll go for some time, some reps. We'll push it out. We got to practice one. This is a little bit more of the work phase. I'm going to grab my medium weights again. All right. So we're starting with that push press. Remember, got a nice, good, strong force to the floor, a little bit of bend in the knees, a little bit of caginess here. Take it up to the shoulders, nice and strong. Elbows glued into the waist. Now here we go. We got a little bit of a bend to a push. Push up. Good. We want to get about 10 to 12 good reps here. Power is a little bit more dynamic, so we use a little bit lighter weight, but we move quicker. Down for one, up for one. I'm gonna do 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, and 1. Great work. Take a little bit of a break in between. Gonna move to the lower body focus. So big hip hinge. Upper body's gonna stay pretty glued in, but you're gonna feel that shoulder activation. Here we go, about 15 of these. Forward, 1, 2, push down, push up, power through. I want you to feel like you got a really heavy weight and you're flicking it, allowing for that rock of the hips to be 1, 1, 1, 1. 1 second count for each. Halfway, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, looking good. 2, 1. Nice work. Okay, a little static hold here. Take it back down. You've got your nice positioning. You're either in your dead bug or your hollow hold, lifting up, lengthening, reaching, extending. Breathe. 30, 29, 28, 27, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 17. Get it. Hold on. Breathe in. Breathe out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A moment of relaxation. Notice your heart rate. Notice your heart rate come down. Stay here for another 10 seconds. And then we will return to our world's greatest stretch. So come on up here. Now we did this the last round, so we'll do it again. Start with your leg forward. Nice rotation, reaching through, and then bringing it down. Inhale up and exhale. Get 5 of them in, and then switch your side. Breathe in. Breathe out. When you're ready, switch your side, maybe through a down dog, and we'll go to the other. Beautiful. Couple more here. All right. About 20, 30 more seconds left for that recovery. This is as important as the work. Letting our body have that great moment there of focus and control with our recovery work. And then now, once the active recovery is done, we then just let ourselves relax for about another 20, 30 seconds. That down regulation is really important in all the work that we do, but essentially in this power training. So now we're going to have another big burst of effort. We're going to be doing squats and pulls. So we had a little hinging movement there and a pushing. Now we're going to be doing a pulling and a deep squat into those legs. So let's start off with a bent row. So we're going to do the upper body first. I'm going to add in a row here. We're down nice and low. See how it's kind of a squat position? Row, row, weights down. Stay nice and strong. Step it back. Jump it in. Stand up nice and tall here and go. Row, row. Now, what I do recommend, maybe out and in. Row, row. Okay, follow along with me now. And if it feels a little uncomfortable, you're going to put your weight on a bench or on something that's elevated, like a chair. 4 more. Row, step it back, power it. Row, row, down, back, hold, power. You're kind of choosing how that power works. That upper body, lower body, 1 more. Push those legs back, pull those arms forward. Stand up. Okay, so we're learning some skills here. What you can do is you can always put it on a bench, have the weights and be a bit more elevated. That might help you feel a little bit more comfortable with that lower back, lower body. Or don't do it with weight. I want you to be here, just gonna power pull, right? And then jump back and jump in. Be able to get down nice and low so you can feel that squat and that depth. Do a really light weight if you have any issues with your low back. Okay, so that was a really good one. So let's try now just a basic jump squat. So I'm going to come down. What's this power training? Up and lift, down and tap, up and lift, 2, down and tap, join along, 3, down and tap, up and 4, down, 5, 6, 7, let's do 10, 8, 9, and 10. Oh, very good. So lower upper body. If you notice, it's basically one full round of burpee. We're just breaking it apart. Now, we're going to kind of come up here and just relax, finding a plank shoulder tap. So we're here, alternate, pull and release, pull and press, pull and press. Nice and strong, or just holding your plank, just rocking it back and forth, pulling and pushing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so that was practice. And now we're going to do our performance. So again, if you have a bench or a step, you could put your weight up on that. Most important is the action of the pull and then that step back for a little bit of power and stabilization. So let's go. Okay, I'm going to be here. Actually, you know what? We got to take a little longer break. Let me teach you another, you know what? Let's teach you another option to do for our active rest. So here is a deep knee squat. Now for some, might be hard, so I'll show you. You want to do your deep knee squat, maybe just a squat down and up. We don't want to tire ourselves out too much. So if you feel like this ankle mobility exercise puts too much on your quads, you can come on up here, right? And you can just kind of alternate here through that ankle mobility, pushing back, pushing into the arms, gently prancing with the feet. I like a little bit more hip mobility too, so I'm going to add that in here. Come down to this deep knee squat. Just kind of let the legs drop a little bit lower than the knees and just gently rock back and forth. All right, let's come on up. And now we'll do round 2. Couple of pulls, jump back. Couple of pulls, jump back. Do 4 to 8 reps. Here we go. Ready and begin. 1, 2, jump it back, jump it in. Stand up, find your position. 1, 2, back and in. Stand up, find your position. Go. 1, 2, and in and up. 1, 2. Again, 1, 2, and jump back and in. Maybe 1 or 2 more. 1, 2, out, in. Heart rate's up. Good job. Going to move on to that jump squat. Let's do 10 beautiful jump squats. You could add in a little bit of a weight. I would say a light, maybe a medium. We rock it up here. Kind of swing it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we get a lot of deregulation, down regulation here. So come on over to the wall, push away, little ankle mobility, prance out, dropping the knee, a little lower than the ankle, coming out over, pull down with your arms against the wall, activate your upper back, hinging at the hips. Nice, go ahead and press away here. Maybe lift one leg. Good, this little unilateral control. Push away and reach. Come back in, one more set. As we're moving on, after this, another 30, 45 seconds here into this unilateral power. So to review in our break, we did the push press, right? And we did the hinge. Now we did that deep squat with the row. We did that jump back to power back in. Then we leapt into jump squats, came down, did a little bit of down regulation, and relaxed. So in between, we could do that plank that we did in that first round, or you can just come over to the wall because we're getting a little bit more tired. We've already done 2 rounds, and just take a little bit of a break. All right, up next, finishing off really strong here. Single arm dumbbell snatch. It's a little bit more complicated, but really fun to learn. So we're going to be here, going to go more into a B stance or an offset stance. Back leg kind of makes that whoosh part of a B, capital B, or baby B. And we're here, go down nice and low. All right, we're going to pull it in and bring it up. And you kind of snatch it, right? So we're down low and anchor it in, right? Okay, so let's go ahead now. It's sort of a pull, and then it can all incorporate to one movement because then you can do a push press. So you do the snatch, clean and snatch, right? The clean and the snatch. All right, practicing a couple more on this one side for this first round. Follow along. You can see here, opposite arm, opposite leg, and reach up. Good. So this is a little bit lighter weight than what we did in our strength round because I want you to move a little bit more quickly. Here, up. One movement. Clean to snatch. So we're switching over to the other side. Other leg is forward. We're practicing anywhere from 6 to 8 reps, maybe only 4 reps. Up to you and how you're feeling right now. One more. Oh, that's so good. All right, it's about even on each side for me. So that is going to be the single arm dumbbell clean to snatch. Lots of good power there. We get even more powerful. We start to alternate one and then the other, but that will come in due time. Okay, so now we'll do a reverse step back knee drive. So that was kind of more focused. I really wanted on that one to really focus on that upper body clean to snatch, working both the pull and the press. Now here, going to go here, right, on the same leg, right, and then kind of come forward here, and I want us to tap out here. So we're going to do unilateral reverse, and then a side. Back. Oh, finding that balance. And a side. Beautiful. Okay, just finish a couple more to practice it. Balance, balance. Tap the toe if you need, like I did. Or bring it through. Slide it up, find balance. Good. Okay, so we're going to do this a little bit more powerfully when we do the second round. But for right now, let's just get that movement in. All right, it's up. Power up. Around, up. So 1 and 1. 1 down, 1 up. Yeah, nice. And through. Okay, good work. Standing rotation. And I rotate through and 2. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So the knee drives and you rotate that way. Up, 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 up. 3, 2, 1. So I'm rotating towards the leg that's driving up. Other side. We're just practicing. Quick in and out. Again, clap the hands, press them together firmly, open up, pause, and scapulate. So feel the shoulder blades. Try to come together. 3, 2, 1. Relax that out. Great, great, great work. Okay, so we're just here. Few like we did the ending there. We're alternating, lifting, finding our balance. You can always hold something in front of you. Stretching, lifting, pressing, reaching. And a little hip mobility, stabilization without overtiring. Just bringing back in some movement to the hips. And then also extending the spine, creating that really universal length that's reaching as far forward as we are back. So now this is our performance phase. Last round, and we will be almost done with the workout, about 27 minutes here. So we're in it to win it. Last 3 minutes, let's go. So we're going to go with a single arm dumbbell snatch. Remember, alternating leg is forward. I'm going to try 10 with power. I'm going to come down low, pull it in straight up. So remember again, low, pull it in slow motion. Good work. All right, keep going. We've got 3 to 8, depends on how it feels for you, but I'm going to go maybe even up to 10. And you can even step into it. Power up. 2, 1. All right, other side right away. Let's go. Squeeze. Keep it close to the body. Need a little assistance? Grab it, push it, hold it. Yep. 5 more. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. And 1. Whew. Hold on to this weight here, or no weight at all. We're going to drive it. Going to do it back and out. Back and out. Depends on how you feel at this point. I'm kind of opting right now. Do with no weight. Power. Power. Drive with strength. Out. Drive with strength. Out. I'm going to do 2 more. Drive with strength. Out. 1 more. And out. Oh, felt good. Okay. Catch your breath. We'll do the other side. Here we go. Now, if you have the weight, you might be moving a little slower. Might do a few less reps, but not that much slower. Want that quick 1-to-1. Down. Up. Drive. 5 more. 4. 3. Light on the tap. Strong on that drive. 1 more. Up. Up. Great work. Standing rotations. We go right into them. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, from the side. 4, 5, 6, 7. Tall posture. 8, 9, 10. How are you feeling today with all this quick movement? These are power style moves, power pacing. Most important is that you're getting the feel of the pacing. So when we throw in power moves, you know they're going to be a little quicker, a little bit more dynamic. They're not going to go as long as a HIIT sequence would be, 30 seconds to 1 minute. But instead, there's kind of more of a rep round. And you want to try to get as most efficient, quick, powerful movement as possible. And as soon as you feel that form fail, we just quit. So it's kind of in between. That's why it's on the middle day of strength and HIIT. Power training, athletic. We're going to add in also some footwork drills in our athletic training as we move along during this 6-week series. All right. So let's finish up with a little bit of our single leg RDLs, or if you do yoga, a warrior three. Nice. Find your strength, your stability, your recovery, your balance. It just helps that nervous system. Maybe a little here and release. Start to balance back, finding strength and resilience in our stillness. Breathe. Great to challenge balance at the end of a workout. Ooh, got it. And up, walk it in, breathe, and exhale out. Great work today. So that was our power training. Dynamic movements done quickly with weight to increase our athletic potential at any age. So this is meant for everyone, including stage where I'm at right now, where athleticism is important, but also just being able to know that I can move quickly when needed, that it's in my repertoire and I've practiced it. There's also a wonderful feeling of good endorphins and sweat after any type of power workout. So I encourage you to keep coming along. I will be incorporating athletic training into the 6-week series, and you can feel confident that you